Okay, hi everybody. This is the second review that I'm going to be doing on Thursdays, which I'm probably not going to be uploading until Friday. Magus Bride. We're back to this show again. Yeah. So, this is Ancient Magus Bride, Season 2, Episode 13. Nothing ventured. Nothing ventured. Nothing ventured, nothing have won. Now, this is basic. Not a lot happened in this episode. Going on from part one of season two, now we're going into part two of season two. Shows do this a lot, which is, it's okay. Anyway, after the events of what happened in season two, part one, the principal of the college has completely closed off the college. Physically and magically. So no one can go in and out, basically. Now, this revelation is also coming off with the fact that Philomena was told by her grandmother to come home. She can't do that because of it being closed. Because people are being attacked. We all know this from season 2, part 1. Now, the episode really starts with the whole closing of the college. And we do get a scene with Chise, Rian, that guy, Gorgon man, the guy who's got the Gorgon, whose name eludes me. My apologies. It's been a while. If I can find his name, I can tell you. What the hell's his name? Zoe. So Zoe's there, Rian, Chise, that other guy with the hood, and Philomena. And Philomena's supervisor, or guardian, as you could say, shows up, an artificial fairy. And they're talking about how the artificial, fairies made or whatever. But anyway, we go from that point. And we also see Elias in the episode talking to the guy who collapsed. And things are moving. Things are happening. Not extensively. But you can see that the college is closed. There's even that fairy that tries to see Chise and she gets blocked by the barrier. And things are just like they're going to stay there. And because the college is closed, now the principal has these golems patrolling the halls every night in case something happens. Because as we all know, what ended up happening from last part, those werewolves showed up and attacked the school, going after Lucy and her brother. Which obviously we do get to see in the next episode from according to the preview. But more or less that's what happened there. The rest of the episode, we get that creepy guy again. This guy, Zacharoni. Yeah, this guy. With the freaking praying mantis hands coming out of his back. He creeps me out. He screams stalker. That's what he screams. He's a stalker. But basically, he conducts a lesson, mandatory lesson. Everyone has to fight these familiars of him. That's these creatures with sharp teeth and claws, tail. And he gives each of the students a clay square and an amulet. The amulet protects you, and the square forms into a weapon that you can use. Now, everyone's fighting their creatures, what have you. Chise has a moment where her instincts just take over, and she kills the creature. We've seen this before from last part. This thing that's inside of her is making her do violent acts, and it's going on instinct, and it's just acting, and she's not acting on her own. No, it's something takes over her, and she attacks. She takes care of her monster. Rian takes care of his. It's pretty. After that happens, Zuccheroni wants to do something with them. So everybody continues with their fights and defeat their creatures, their familiars. And then Zuccheroni's fighting Chise, and Rian's helping. So a reminder of Jujutsu Kaisen's like team ups. Who would have thought? And they fight this guy. It gets almost really serious because there's a scene where Chise's going after him, and he sees these giant yellow red eyes. And I'm like, then his Foo Fighters Walkman jumps in and stops the fight. Stops it. But that's what happened. And then during all this commotion, Philomia is feeling ill. She takes Philomia to the nurse. Well, not to the nurse's office. Takes her to her room. Now, it's explained also in this episode about the connection between Philomia's family and Veronica's family. The Rickenbacks and the Sargents. And basically, Philomia serves Veronica's family. That's the whole gist. And when she's walking away with Philomia, Veronica says to take care of her, blah, blah, blah. And that's where we leave off on, more or less. We also get another scene, that other character who was shown talking to Elias. She was like with this dude in a bar, about a job that she was going to do, about some kind of magical treasure she was going to find. But that was pretty much the episode. Now, next week it's a little more interesting. The preview showed the werewolves from season 2 at part 1. So we're going to get that. But all this was just, them just, trying to protect themselves, trying to learn how to protect themselves in situations, and just, a whole bit. But logistically, there's no mystery to this. I've dubbed her, Philomea's grandmother, I have dubbed her the female Zoken. Anyone who's seen Fate Stay Night, Heavensville, you know what I'm talking about. She just got this creepy vibe. She feels like Zoken. I'm sorry. I really am. She does feel like Zoken. It doesn't really help the fact that Philomea's hair color is very similar to Sakuramato. But I digress. More or less, that's what happened. So really, there's really nothing really going on physically. It's a lot of just tread back from the end of part 1, season 2. But I still thought it was very interesting. We at least got something regarding Chise. Obviously, this entity, the thing that's cursed her, is inside of her now, and it's like, going to go crazy. But yeah, that's pretty much the episode. Not really much to say. It was pretty I'm not going to say it was lackluster. There was some things, some interesting things. What I found funny was Chise goes to pick up Philomena to bring her to the nurse's office, and it was like, woo! Oh, she picks her up to pick her off the nurse's office. Let's make a sound and say, oh. Yuri time? No. But yeah. It was good. It's the first episode. We're not going to get to the nitty gritty until we get deeper into the season. But it was good to see that certain aspects were shown. Chise's situation, Philomea's situation, it getting thrown into the forefront here. And we'll go from there. I would 8.5 out of 10. I'm going to go low on this one for a rating because it really not a lot happened. It was just them trying to protect themselves during this lesson, and that was it. So, yeah. This is Bob Con 922. We're back in the saddle with Ancient Magus Bride. And I should let you know, guys, as of right now, this is all in review. Kaizen, Ancient Magus Bride. Winter's going to be different, though. I think Winter I'm going to review a little bit more. We'll see how it goes. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Peace out.